Let's get a word from our deputy editor Shivarur, who's going to explain to us where exactly this earthquake happened and how do experts see this as a tectonic shifts between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate.
Well, what we've got here are videos that have been put out, mobile phone videos that have been put out by Channel News Asia's correspondent in Nepal, Jack Board. He's tweeted out these videos that I just want to play out for our viewers right now, depicting the kind of panic that took place inside the Kathmandu airport just moments after those tremors were actually felt. You can see a large amount of panic as people streamed out of the airport building, relatively in an orderly fashion, thankfully, and people, all of them coming out really onto the tarmac here. All of these people were actually supposed to be, catching flights. All of them streaming out of the airport building, trying to get out because, as we reported here earlier as well, those tremors were felt for quite a long time. If I could show our viewers one of the other videos that has also been, put out by the same correspondent, just moments after that, when all of these passengers got out onto the tarmac at the Tribhuvan International Airport. Relative calm, everyone a little anxious, most of them on their phones, obviously, either receiving calls or making calls home, but a sense of calm just right after, these pictures were recorded by Jack Board of Channel News Asia. Sense of calm prevailing, but panic initially at least captured there in this mobile phone video. In other parts of Kathmandu, videos still coming in of the kind of impact and the reactions to that quake. We are told from early reports that all shops in the Kathmandu area have, downed their shutters. People have all gotten onto the streets, obviously justifiable given the kind of fear following what happened just 17 days ago.
Shivarur, our deputy editor, getting us the first pictures from Nepal, which faced another massive earthquake today, measuring 7.4 on the Richter scale. Shiv, we've also been speaking to Jugal, who had travelled to Kathmandu after that 25th April earthquake, and he said that apart from the damage of infrastructure and buildings, it's also the psychological effects of the earthquake, which is something that people will have to deal with, because people in Nepal right now are extremely scared, almost scarred with that tragedy that they witnessed barely 2 weeks ago. More than 8,000 people dead, 17,000 injured.
You can just imagine what's going through their minds right now, Simi. The fact is that the people in Nepal right now have had a very, very rough 17 days. Even as we speak, even as these two earthquakes have rocked the particular region, rescue and relief operations are still in progress. So reactions of this kind are not surprising at all. The slightest tremors and people were already out on the streets. In just a moment from now, we're going to be putting out some still images from the commercial neighborhood of Thamel in Kathmandu, where you see an instantaneous reaction. Right after the tremors were felt, people downed their shutters and they abandoned their buildings, their offices, their shops. Shutters came down. There was no waiting, there were no questions, nobody stopped to take any photographs, which perhaps happened the last time. This time people were out on the streets in 10 seconds flat. They did not wait for any kind of confirmation about intensity or anything. The fear psychosis is completely justifiable. It's been a bare 17 days since the April 25th quake, and the fear, the anxiety, and also the psychological effects of what happened. Remember, the people in Kathmandu and the surrounding valley areas have seen death and destruction, surround them over the last couple of weeks. The rebuilding effort has just about begun. It's just in its, in its initial stages. So the way people have reacted in Nepal, is not surprising at all. This kind of panic that we're seeing at the Tribhuvan Airport, also not surprising at all. There are several, international journalists who are still in Nepal who've reported that the rehabilitation, rebuilding effort is still, very, very much on. It's just about begun. New buildings haven't even come up yet. The debris of the April 25th quake is still actually being cleared. So for a 7.4 intensity earthquake to hit at a time when things are just about getting, started to the return to normal is definitely something and a reason for panic.